Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all? I hope all is well. All is good. We are back. We are ready to roll. How are we doing, chat room? I hope you can hear me all okay. You'll be pleased to know there is no storm today, which is always a good thing. Let me just get things set up ready. How we doing, Katrina? How we doing? John K is in. How we doing, Antoinette? Hope you are all well. Let me get my screen ready to go as well. What's everyone up to today? Anything any good? How are we doing, Scott? I live in Andover, Hampshire. Yesterday we were, well, for the last, not today, but the previous 48 hours before, we were battered by a storm. I'm just going to update the text for today's games. There we go. Right, so what's everyone been up to this Friday? Anything decent? Who have I got winning this one? Just based on yesterday's performances, Litler. And look, Litler would be a favourite anyway, but especially I think it could have been closer if Gezi is playing well, but he's not. Let me feel. Last bite of me lunch. Yeah, I've not seen it, Marcus, but I've seen on Dart Connect. Yeah, I've got no idea why. Didn't know that bug I was up to yet, so I've got a friend that's ill at the moment. I hope they're alright, Scott. I hope they're on the mend. Whereabouts are you in the world? But it's good. We're ready to rock and roll. Put that there. Games shouldn't be too far. Yeah, I've still got a pack and everything. Yeah, I will be come the morning. Yeah, should be good. Just interested to see what it's like. How are we doing, Rob? Good to have you in. Saudi Arabia's the same time, Daz. The honest answer is, John, I don't know what to expect. I've got no idea. I tell you, Rob, I was having a throw today with something new. Now, I'm not saying these are perfect, but I like the shape of them. I had a throw with the 50-year edition Red Dragon Grizzlies. I'm not saying they're perfect, but I like the shape. Try and keep your head intact. Yeah. To be fair, the Royal Rumble is like they're building something, a purpose-built stadium, but where I think it's called the Global Theatre, where the darts are. All good, Katrina, all good. Like Rob, they're the wrong weight, so they only do these in 25 grams, but it's a shorter barrel than normal, and it's got almost like a little bit of Gary Anderson, that little bulbous bit, and the points are too small, but I just like the shape and the length of the barrel. Can't give it a bit of an uppercut. So, to be fair, just watching the broadcast, there's some nice promo videos. I've liked a lot of what I've seen so far. Like, look, I know things like the scoreboard and are very subjective. Like I said, I liked the scoreboard, but I like what I've seen. Yeah, Scott, I like it. I think I'm in the minority, but yeah, I'm a... Now, I have a few friends that are in the venue for the Challenge Tour, and let's just say Matt may have over-practiced. He may have been a little bit too ready. I think it'll take a few times. Yeah, look, I get some people didn't like it. Just looking at tickets for Saudi, you can get a VIP ticket for 14 quid. That's the cheapest ticket in darts. But by the look of it, right, I've never been, but I was looking at like Uber costs from the airport to the hotel, and it's not that expensive by the look of it. How we doing? So I hope you're good. Is it 8 p.m? Oh yeah, I forget it's over here at the moment, isn't it? Afternoon, Dylan. Hope you're good, mate. Good to have you in. No, I think this scoreboard is here to stay, Rob. But saying that, Rob, I'm probably in the minority. I like the 100 graphics as well. So, I'm just in the middle of making new home. Phil loves a beer. You used to love a drink, but not anymore. I'm guessing there'll just be little tweaks within the scoreboard. scoreboard is as controversial as your... My drink of choice? What do you mean? I've got the standard Cherry Pepsi Max, which is always on a stream. And because downstairs is open, everyone knows me. We have, of course, pineapple juice and soda water. As always. Nice cab, nice. I'll tell you what else, though. Again, I don't mean to ruin stuff, but they're doing an interview with Gezi in his normal clothes, which I like. They don't need to be in their dart shirt all the time. Yeah, Rob, it's a downstairs is a social club where I play football from here for years, and there's a vault twice a week here and so on. Go big or go home. I'm having a pint of nice. Yeah, so upstairs, the room at the end is like there's a snooker table, snooker area, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 offices up here, Rob. So yeah, it works. It works well. What do you think of Spurs signing Gallagher? Good signing. Mind you, by the look of it, my FPL is going to take some working out this week. Right, we are ready. The players are ready. And as the great Paul Starr said, and it's tungsten time. Yeah, decent crowd in there today. Good numbers. Gezi on the stage. Oh, he's changed his trainers again. He was superstitious at the Worlds and went back to his all-black ones. Now he's gone back with the ones with the white bottoms. Interesting. He's quite superstitious, Gezi. Now it's time for the back-to-back reigning champion of the world. It's Luke. The Nuke. Litler. 2,000 crowd today. Nice, James. Yeah, it looks busy in there. It looks very good. I'm impressed. I agree that there was... He messed up once yesterday, but I don't think that was solely his fault. Having been a director and directed, you get to know characteristics, and either someone cued him late or said something in his ear mid-intro. you could tell by the glances. That's kind of like a giveaway type thing. But yeah, I thought his Van Veen entrance was very, very good yesterday. Look, it's going to take time. Look, people are so used to Johnny Mac. I remember when Phil Jones retired. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is not Phil Jones," and you get used to it. How are we doing, Kev? Good to have you in, mate. I don't mind it, Marcus. I don't mind a little bit of a modern feel to it. Right, we are underway. Luke has the darts and throws first. Oh, nice, Kev. Who's he playing in the final? Tommy Morris. Go on, Tommy Gunn. Right, we are underway. I'm guessing Littler's stuck with the new darts. Yeah, the bronze Adonis. Steve beat him with a lovely 9. 9. To be fair, what do we think? Is it a little bit too niche? Right, so I don't know. I'm going to order it next week. I'm ordering a new mic mixer that also has some pads that we can do sound effects. What do we reckon? Every time there's a 9, we get the old end dubs. 9. Good idea or bad idea? Oh my. Oh, he's missed tops for a 151. What about the golden 10? Again, I don't mind it. Look, we said they were going to do something. And I don't mind it. Get a sound clip of Mardle saying, he's on and they're both on 9s. They're both on the 9. Yeah, so yeah, as part of the mixer, I'm going to get one with some sound pads on it that we can put stuff in. To be fair, Rob, Paul Starr will probably do me some voiceovers as well if I ask him. We'd be hitting it all the time, Daz, in some games. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. One 0 to the Nuke. How we doing, buddy? Of course, shout out to the Philippines. Pleasure to have you in. Glad you found us. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the crowd tonight. It's good. How we doing, Johnny? Good to have you in, buddy. Again, break opportunity here for Litler. Oh, he didn't. Oh my, the cheeky little sod. He's trying to go ball on 100. That won't piss Gezzy off too much. Oh, 1-1. I've got to hear the commentary on this.
Right, what pressure can Litler add here? Winner of this one will take on the winner of our next game, Michael Van Gerwen or Stephen Bunting in the semi-finals. 150. Oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, it's because Gezzy tried to go 3 balls on 150.
Fancied it. There was plenty of room after the first start. Luke Litler looking to do the same. Here we go.
Yeah, so John, the visit before, Gezi tried to go 3 balls on 150. So Luke's tried to do it, and then Gezi gives it the big un. Oh. Could you get away with what? He who must not be speaks? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant from the pair. So, Gezi, if he can fire in a 140 or better here, could do with an over treble. Not really enough. So, 103 doesn't go for Litler. 149 is not going for Price either. Just a little bit of something brewing here. Yeah, Littler's throwing the new dart still, but misses. He's given Gezi a break chance. And Gezi pins double 12. Punished. What you watching on some dodgy stick, Katrina? So Gezi is now favourite. He has the break, but needs a treble here. Cannot pass this up. Cannot hand the opportunity straight back to the back-to-back champion of the world. Gezi, 303. If anyone's seen Owen Binks on TikTok, at least he went the right way. Can Bunts be? Yeah, they can. Look, they're both. It's a winnable and losable game for both. But Gezi's going to have a look at one. They're both going to the ball a lot here. So 115 for Gerwen Price. And it goes 3-1 to the Iceman. The Iceman, Gerwen Price. I don't know if he's at the Masters or not, Daz, but he's certainly got he's got Euro Tours and Premier League dates. I don't know what they are, but he's definitely got some. So no, he's only averaging 85 here. It's not a yeah, Johnny. What do you reckon? Cut of 100? By his interview yesterday, they're coming out in multiple colours as well, by the sounds of it. Tell you what, double break chance here for Price. Oh, disaster first start. Bullseye! Oh, Gerwen Price. Stop it. Yeah, it's been a relatively nice day today, Jonathan. How are we doing? Chris, good to have you in. Ridiculous. Yeah, there'll be about 200, I reckon. About 200 nicker. Yeah, I agree that to etch the nuke into all that grip won't be cheap. Did Taylor change his darts? Yeah, so not only did he's used multiple different barrels over the years, he used to just give them away after he played as well. Phil was so comfortable with just taking a new set out of the box and playing with them. How are we doing, Paul? Good to have you in. Yeah, look, it's not great. It's not amazing from either. Yeah, quarterfinals first to 6. Semi-finals is then first to 7, and final is first to 8. And Gerwen Price cannot miss the outer ring at the moment. The finishing has been quite exceptional from Gezi. He is 5 from 7, where Litler is 1 from 7. Gezi loving life out there playing some. Does anyone know, is Twitter back up yet, or is it still down? Because it was broken earlier. How are we doing, Teresa? Good to have you in. Oh yeah, Luke's just like, not okay, it's back, cool. Yes. I'm trying to multitask. Again, Gerwen Price, match winning opportunity. and Gerwen Price gets the better of the back-to-back world champion. Litler will not be winning in Bahrain. Currently marks up ready to start decorating. Of all things to do on a Friday. Just doing the social post everyone, 2 seconds. Decorating some Ira prepping. Well, no one's ever prepped. I don't think Twitter's 100% back yet. But it was good. MVG against Stephen Bunting. Who do we think for this match? I don't know. Is the honest answer. I think I'm going to go MVG, but I don't say that with any conviction and go, yeah, he's a massive favourite. Just did they play Chase the Sun? Interesting. Do you mean of the tournament? I don't know, to be fair. I think it'll be okay. Look, don't get me wrong. Luke has obviously taken darts to another level, but it was already on a very good upward curve before. pro legs for all afternoon. But it's good to have you in. So I'm multitasking, doing our social posts at the same time. MBG Bunting coming next. Score predictions then, chat room. What are we saying? Aaron and Paul, good to have you in. The 360 board, Paul, will not be used on TV, as far as I'm aware. I think it does okay, Rob. I think it does. I think it does okay. I saw something interesting the other day. I think the world final peaked at 2.6 or 2.7 million viewers. Considering how one-sided it was, that's good. And also, on average, Premier League football peak is about, this is obviously very best, 1.5 mil. So, very, very good numbers for darts. Correct 360 ball when it was released 7th for the Pro Tours. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was going to be on TV. Most of the players were out last night after they played. If you looked at social media, one of the ones I didn't see on social media just won, funny enough. But Bunting on stage. Do you know the numbers were in the Netherlands? I don't, Marcus. No, I don't know where to find. I could probably find out. Not right now, but I know someone that would know. MVG's title favourite. Interesting, John. I wouldn't say the bookies have got that right, personally. Yeah, I don't think they've got that right. No, Humphries will or should be favourite. Yeah, look, Van Veen will have a huge chance. Look, let's be fair. Now that Littler's gone, they will all think this. That's a good question. Where did he fall to? Peter Wright will have to qualify for the Masters, yes. He dropped, I know he dropped massively, but I couldn't remember where he dropped to. Drops to 31 in the world. Only the top 24 qualify outright for the Masters. How are we doing, Daniel? I know the viewing figures were the best have ever been in Poland. Ratajski was on their breakfast show. That is incredible, Marcus. Christoph Ratajski on a breakfast show. I am all for that. That is nothing short of sensational. Bunting started on fire here. Was sent an early break opportunity, perhaps. Van Gerwen needs to tee this up. Another treble required. Finds one. 1-4-2. Is he a 17s man? No. Tradish. Oh, could you imagine the Polish Eagle on Good Morning Britain? I'm getting Price will be currently favourite because he's the only one through. I think if Humphries goes through, he would go favourite. Early break opportunity, and Bunting has taken it 1-0 to the Bullet. Will ITV use the same scorer? What do you mean by scorer, buddy? Yeah, I don't know, Daniel. Look, will it one day? Yes, I think so, but I don't know if it's soon or not. Oh, scoreboard. I don't know. My guess is yes. So when someone says scorer, I instantly think of the guy marking. How are we doing? Rick, I hope you are good. Yeah, Luke has lost 180. Lost to Gerwen Price. Gerwen Price played well. Katrina, wash your mouth out. Wash your mouth out with soap. I'm the same. I like the scoreboard. MVG cannot buy a double at the moment. His doubling is like the dog and duck. He's had chances, missing big numbers, missing doubles, and Stephen Bunting punishes. Just seen by that maximum as well. MVG is stuck with the switch points from Winmore. Yeah, I'd say I just noticed that as well, Rob. I missed yesterday. The Great Mason still on. He is. Bunting's averaging 113 here. Just looks like the pressure has been released. That pressure that had been building for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks over the back end of last season just seems to have evaporated, and he's playing with a freedom at the moment, Stephen Bunting. Daniel, I don't know. I've not spoken to Matt since the Worlds. Will we do something? Obviously, yes, but haven't got a date yet. No, MVG is using MVG has been using these for a little while. They are MVG Signature, I think they are called, from Winmore. Apart from, he's got the switch points in his. I like the ITV team. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Bunting misses the ball. This has to go, and does. Van Gerwen holds back in this, but it's still a breakdown. Look, I said the jury's out on a couple of them, but that's not because they're bad commentators. It's because there's a big difference between radio and TV. If they can make the adjustment, then superb. Webby as well. Webby's done ITV for a few years now. No, and like I say, on the radio, Dance is very good, but I saw one comment, but bearing in mind, I can't hear the comms live, so the stuff I hear is listening back. On the radio, you have to be talking all the time because the pictures aren't there to tell the story. And at times yesterday, the general thing was they were talking perhaps too much. But look, that's just being picky. That comes with time. Mark Wilson, superb. It's a big visit from Van Gerwen. The Hinks. 127 in game. Yeah, that's Mark Wilson. Oh, the Hinks is on. The Hinks is on. Misses. Van Gerwen, the setup has given him the chance. The setup applied the pressure. We are level. MVG has roared back into this one. 2-2 with the bullet, Stephen Bunting. It's before that, Bobs. So, for the last, it's been a while, but certainly the last 3 or 4 years, Matchroom have done the production on all World Series events. Not just yes, they did do those last year, but they do it. They've done it in America, they've done it in Australia, and so on. So that this wasn't a new switch. They've just been perfecting it and getting it better. Phil, when did Chris know this? But I don't know. I possibly couldn't comment, Simon. This is a really good display from Van Gerwen so far. Averaging just shy of 105 and has taken 3 legs on the spin. MVG 3-2 in front. I believe. Look, we don't know what top form is for him anymore, but do I think he will have a good year? Yes, I do. Like, anything is a good year compared to last year because it wasn't great. But I think he'll do all right. I think he'll be fine. Like, I'm not saying he defends all of that 477 grand, but I think he'll defend a chunk of it. Good leg from Bullet on throw here. So he's defending 400 and... Yeah, if he can defend 300 grand of it, I'd say that was a good one. Yeah, very, very good, Andrew. Yeah, Adam, yeah, it is a surprise, but look, he's only in pole position. Oh, Michael, I know I've got to leave a finish there. But if he blanks on the others, then it's not a great... See, Michael, this is why you should leave a finish. Bunting misses and you're on 166. Can't take it out. And it is 3-3. Good response from Stephen Bunting. But that's a poor visit from Van Gerwen. Bunting will be looking to pile on the pressure. And again, Van Gerwen's throw is under the cosh. That would be nice, Adam. That would be nice. I agree. Good turnout for the challenge talk. Yeah, really good. I think that might be 3-5-1 tomorrow as well. I know Chaz Barstow couldn't play today, but last time I spoke to him at the beginning of the week, he was going to go Saturday and Sunday. Not religiously today, Andrew, but I've been keeping an eye. Bunting misses a chance, but this is a big ask for Van Gerwen. Not going to go. It shouldn't annoy me, but it does. Bunting never has his flights pushed all the way in. Well, Bunting's made a mess. Can Van Gerwen rescue what's been pretty poor leg? He does. Bunting, is that the one that got away? I wish I was live for the channel for. Andrew, I can't tomorrow because I'm flying to Saudi Arabia. It's something that is on our list to look to see if we can commit to doing some of the challenge tour. It's tough to do it all, but we will look to see if we can do some of it. But tomorrow, I'm flying, unfortunately. And going, giving some licks there as well, just to let Stephen Bunting know. Oh, sorry, Katrina. First class, I wish. Never ever flown first class. I got upgraded once on a BA flight from Heathrow to Aberdeen. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. They're both on the fish. They're both on the fish. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh. When is your... I am on the 10:30 flight in the morning, I think it is. 10 something anyway. Oh, Stephen. Oh, Stephen. Van Gerwen punishes yet again. I don't think I have, Rob, because there's not a lot of long haul flights. Don't get me wrong, I've got my BA points are okay. Should be a good win for Van Gerwen here. Could do with another treble though, MVG. Bunting will fancy getting a look at a break back here. Or will he? 164. At 86. It's been a poor leg from MVG. Throwing for the match used to be his forte, his strong point. Bullseye for Bunting. Oh, he's stopping in a swanky hotel. No, flying direct. Direct to Saudi. Heathrow to Riyadh. 6.5 hours. It's not too bad. Bunting breaks back. Effectively, we're on throw. I like MVG. Yeah, it's not my favourite MVG. My favourite MVG shirt is the one he wore at the Masters last year, and then he's got another version of that, but with green on it, that he wears on the Pro Tour. That's my favourite MVG shirt. Yeah, City have it's been a bad day if you're a Palace fan. Yeah, your star centre half and your manager. Not a good day. No, so we only with the winner today, Harry, because they've got to play again. I'm fuming. Yeah, look, City hijacked it. Yeah, I'm with you, Rob. Look, I think he's a great player. Van Gerwen misses a match dart. But he will get more. MVG has blown it. That is 4 match darts. Things like that never ever used to happen. But it has crept in more and more. No, he'll play to start with, Rob, because they've got that. That's part of the reason they've gone and got him, because of the injury list. Bullseye, not there, so Van Gerwen gets another look here. And this time, he takes it MVG. Who's first choice for them? Diaz and... Guardiola, yeah, but do we think that Guardiola will end up playing left back like he did a lot last season, or not? He did when he played. Luke Humphries has won the ball. It's only, I say only. It's not like a proper leg break though, is it? It's a fracture, 4 to 5 week job. Yeah, I would say so. Just going to do the social post again. How are we doing, everybody? Hope you're good, mate. I am good, mate. I am very, very good. Just doing the social post. MVG gets the better. Stephen Bunting, Bahrain. So, Luke Humphries against Nathan Aspinall. What are we saying? Humphries has won the ball. If that swings your opinion. I'm sad for this game. I just want to hit tomorrow, getting some preparation in for nice, mate. Nice, sounds good. Sounds splendid. How come you reposted Suter's comments about the Wilds? Are we finally? No, we had. So the way the algorithm now works on a lot of places, that if you don't post, it kills your algorithm. So you have to constantly post. So on quiet days, it's just finding some clips that still work. So yeah, that's why, buddy. Right. So Humphries against Aspinall. I want Nathan to take it, but I was on Luke. Yeah, Luke played really well yesterday. Oh, I like that little graphic as well, with the route to the final. I like that. That's cool. Gerwen against Gerwen in semi-final number 1. Remember, the golden palm tree is up for grabs. Phil, do you think the UMC needs to go? No, not yet. I'm happy to give him time, Brad. Look, it's a difficult job. So yeah, no, I'm happy to give him some time. And look, don't get me wrong, John McDonald is and was an incredible MC. But in the last few years, he did make some big clangers, but got away with it because it's John McDonald. Whether people didn't pick up on it because you're so used to hearing his voice and it flowed and so on. But there were some mistakes. I don't know if you heard me talk about this, Brad. From a personal point of view, what I think happened there is because I'm used to looking at the signs, because I've directed. So it looked like he was ready to go, and he was either cued late in his ear, where he could see himself out the corner of his eye on TV. So he could, like, when you're stood there like that, there's the two big screens either side. So at the corner of his eye, he would have known that the camera had cut to him on TV. So he was either cued late in his ear, or halfway through his delivery, someone has said something in his ear and it's distracted him. That's what it looked like to me. But I'm only surmising from the pictures that I've seen. Yeah, it's hard to throw a lead in the green. 100%. That's what I mean. They are. Everyone makes mistakes in life. Every human being will make a mistake. I remember it wasn't this year's it wasn't last year's Premier League. It was the one before. The last one. It was the last year that Johnny Clayton was in. So not last year, the year before. Johnny Mack introduced Johnny Clayton as a former UK Open champion. I noticed it straight away because I'm geeky, but no one else noticed just because of the way it rolls off the tongue and stuff like that. I make mistakes. Is this full time for? I think so. Yeah, I think Doggy Dog's full time now. Oh, well, it certainly looks like it is. Oh, bless Katrina. Yeah, half the time when you're live on TV, right? Whether you're commentating, presenting, MC, or whatever, the key is if you make a mistake, don't let everyone else know you've made a mistake. Just gloss over it and just carry on and plough through. Don't let the viewer know you've made a mistake. Makes sense, buddy, and even. Yeah, completely. Humphries has started on fire here. 180. I'm interested to see what Humphries' new equipment and shirt are all going to look like. We've got a rebrand for Luke Humphries coming very soon. New darts, new shirt. And he is going to use the new darts on TV as well. I see Matt Paul taking some stick after the Premier League selections, and then I don't know. I don't know why, Brad. Look, like the Premier League is, and this is just my opinion. I think the Premier League selections are very subjective. I don't think it's a shocker, right? For me, a shocker is when someone gets picked and no one can make a valid argument why they are in. For me, that's a shocker. Where the ones they have picked, I can make a valid argument. By the way, I'm not saying I agree with them because I'd have definitely had one different. But all four picks, I can make a case for them. I can also make a good case for three that were left out as well. But when someone can make a valid case, it's not a shocker. Then it is purely subjective for me. So this whole thing of, it's a shocker, for me it's not. And I've liked the production as well. Colour scheme, if we're talking about Luke's, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'll try and get some info in Saudi off of him. If the Aspinall tournament, possibly Marcus, yeah. The appeal is going to be hit and miss because it's agreed. So definitely one sit down planned, Rob, with Jamie Banks from the PDC. He's the one that's had a lot of influence to do with the ITV rebrand, like everything, not just the talent, but everything. So yeah, definitely one with Jamie. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be a good insight into things and give you guys a bit of an element more. The rest, I want to try and get some done, but again, it will come down to whether people have time to do them. Hopefully, I'm going to get something with Webby. We haven't done anything with Webby for a while, so hopefully we'll get something with Webby. And like I say, there will be something with Matt coming, whether it's Saudi or the Masters, I don't know, but definitely there will be something, mate, yeah? So there's some good sit-down ones to come. Also going to be doing something with Mace coming up. There also is another one. I'm not going to say who it is, just in case it doesn't happen for whatever reason. But there could be quite an interesting one coming as well. Justin Hodge. Don't think he quite did enough, but yeah. Too many people forget that PTPR is ticket sales. Yeah, most controversial decision was when James was left out, basically said. James, or when Luke Humphries was left out as well, number 5 as well. Yeah, James Wade was. To be fair though, Marcus, it's a great leg from Humphries. When they left James out for medical reasons, I don't think that's that controversial if it had been explained a little bit better. Like if you come out and say, look, we have left him out because we don't think he is in the right frame of mind because of this medical condition. So I actually quite like that. Great checkout from Humphries. About time Luke binned off the old Whitlock darts. That's why I asked you where he was ranked. Afterwards, Litler, he was... yeah, he would have been somewhere around there, I think, Katrina. But again, getting to the world final on debut, you can make the case that he should be in there. Oh, this would be huge for Aspinall. So Luke Humphries averaging 107 right now. It is 3-1. Too cool hand. I tell you what, he's looked really, really good. Oh, completely, completely. In the modern era of darts, I don't see where the world finalists wouldn't get invited. They're either going to be top 4 in the rankings or be high up on the list. There's a few scenarios I can think of, Rob, but yeah, agreed. Because of the world money now, that 400 grand is going to instantly catapult you. Agreed. Yeah, it would. I'd like it. I don't know how high up on the priority list it is for those, but it would be nice. Agreed. Yes, I spoke to... That's a very good leg from Aspinall to break back. Yeah, I spoke to Matt on the phone yesterday, I think. Certainly in the last couple of days. And yes, we've got a sit down with Matt planned as well. Yeah, agreed that those blocks had to be set down by people back in the day, and let's be fair, and I don't mean this as a criticism. When the WDC was first set up and whatever, it wasn't the most stable of footings. However, Barry came along and made it absolute concrete. MBG sim. He did, Rob, yes. There's a couple of interesting bits. He's going to have to back it up. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, Nathan can't be giving these chances to Humphries. But Humphries misses. A rare second chance for the Asp. This is a really good game. 3-3. Matt Edgar is a good yeah, he is. The reporter tried to throw him under the bus. Agreed, he was looking for an angle, shall we say. I agree. This is what happens though in the world we live in now, where as soon as something's said, it's then all Edgar said was, and it wasn't even bad. He was unsure whether Michael would ever get back to his best in terms of the throw because of the carpal tunnel operation that he had. Do I like Greg's? Right. I'm going to say yes, but there is an asterisk next to it. I tell you what, this is some revival from Aspinall here. He's broken the Humphries throw. He was 3-1 down, and since then he has put on a clinic. He has upped the average to near on 105. This is very good. So I like a Greg's breakfast. I like a Greg's breakfast roll. However, the fact they don't have a proper hot counter anymore is a big disappointment. What's my go-to food? Oh, Chinese or Thai, straight away. Johnny's quite passionate about the old Greg scenario. Problem is though, there's nowhere else. Like there's no what I call chain Aspinall. This is superb. There's no other breakfast chain though, Johnny. That. Let's get some pictures ready. Oh, Katrina, I haven't got a set Chinese order because I can, like, one day I think, I fancy beef in black bean, and then the next day it'll be like, right, or the next time we order it'll be like, I fancy this. But to be fair, I just love Chinese food. It annoys me so much when people do that. Greg's breakfast isn't expensive, Johnny. I think Greg's breakfast is cheap. What have I missed? How are we doing, Emma? Good to have you in. What a display from Aspinall. He has run 5 legs on the spin. If you'd have said Indian, I'd have gone chicken boona, lamb boona, prawn boona, mushroom rice, bag of chips, keen lime, and 9 pompadoms. We'll have a sagaloo as well, please, Mick. But yeah, Smithy didn't order a Chinese; it was an Indian. We're having an Indian. What do you want? Chicken boona, lamb boona, prawn boona, mushroom rice, bag of chips, keen lime, and 9 pompadoms. So, that's a game, mate. Luke's averaged a ton. Nathan's averaged 104. No, I've never been to China, Scott, but I can agree, I can guess. So that is superb from Nathan Aspinall. Last quarter-final. There we go, Van Veen against Noppert. Van Veen has won the ball. So that's a fabulous display. So, as we're talking about food, chat room, what's your favourite Chinese order then? Any more golden balls? I think it's just next week, Ron. Dumplings in China are the best. Not that we've heard yet. No. Pepper chicken, spring rolls are pretty good. Duck pancakes, nice. I tell you what, if anyone is ever in New York, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. If I go through my Facebook, I'll be able to find it. However, Anthony, the wonderful Anthony, took us to the most incredible Chinese restaurant in Chinatown, obviously. But from the outside, it looks nothing special. However, the food was unreal. Possibly they are, but it's the cost of setting up those live stream boards. Let me just finish this social post, everyone. Really, that's interesting, Johnny. But yeah, the one that Anthony took us to in New. Once this is posted, I will try and find the name. Oh, go to chippy order. Oh. Probably, and this might be controversial. Two Savoys, chips, pea fritter, and gravy. Just out of interest, Johnny, what did they crank the price up to? And since you've been off of it, have you managed to keep like the weight off and maintain? Oh no, Katrina, pea fritter. Oh, can't beat a pea fritter. Who's the darting equivalent to Ruben Amorim? Ooh. I don't know. Nearly 300 quid. Wow. Put about half a stone on over Christmas, but I did eat a lot of crap. Fez. Oh. Johnny, since obviously everyone started using it, how much have they whacked the price up for? Or is it a lot? Right, we are ready to go. More than double, Christ. I'm just trying to... So I'm just trying to find you the information I wanted to. Veen has started well here. Noppert, he started slow yesterday as well, to be fair. But he's kind of... This isn't... Better leg here though from Noppert. He was slow out of the blocks, but this has been better from him. Right, don't want that one. I will have the location where Anthony took us in a minute. This has been good from Noppert. He has played some really good stuff. How does Jian get the dart to land like that? A lot to do with it is his grip and his release, and anyone can get the dart to lay flat. You just have to have the right setup for your throw. Depending where you are, it's on ITV. Yeah, I had Josh Rock in my Premier League. I haven't, Dylan, but sounds I will try that next time. Or when I'm in Dublin for the Premier League. Can you recommend a good Chinese in Dublin? Veen back in front 2-1. Random question. When will the Order of Merit update removing player? My guess is probably back end of next week or just before the Masters. Maybe once the Masters entry list is confirmed. Danny Noppert sat on 64. But he's not going to get a look at it because Van Veen has punished Noppert, averaging 103. Exton Street is quality food. Cool. Aha, found it. Right. If ever you guys are in New York, head to Chinatown, and that there is the most incredible Chinese. Now, to be fair, I kind of messed up there. I've given you the Facebook page. Not everyone might be on Facebook. That is the most incredible Chinese. Oh dear. Blackout. Oh, we've got the Bray Wyatt Fireflies going. What's the commentator saying?
Gerwen Price and Stephen Bunting have produced the biggest
So, yeah, there, folks. They are the two links I've just sent you. If you love Chinese food in New York, that is where you have to go. Didn't this happen in Saudi at the snooker as well? Was featured on the Matchroom. Yeah. Yeah, it's happened at Ali. Didn't it happen in the Paul Nicholson game at Ali Pally once? If I remember rightly. So yesterday it was here, we had a storm. Yeah, Kevin Burness. Yeah, I'd say I thought it was Nico. I think Kevin Burness won that 3-0. Yeah, Nico had a yeah, I thought so. Wow, this is interesting. Don't worry, Phil. Kevin Maness lives about 20 miles from me. Yeah, no, Kevin Maness is a nice bloke. Love that, Jonathan. A little bit of... Got the old highlight reel out from last year. Stephen Bunting with the old...
It's almost away you go. Let's take a look at the route to
Well, they've got Gabby talking at the moment.
And confirm who is already through to the semi-finals.
So the power has gone out.
Of the competition, that is the biggest news, and the defending champion.
Oh, they just cut Gabby off.
Price taking on.
Oh, she's back.
Gerwen. A short break here between this Dutch affair as well. But why don't we take a quick look back and see what happened in last year's final?
Oh, now they're playing a rerun of last year's final. So the talking about food, and we want to know what's going on. At the moment, there's nothing going on. That's why. We've got the apologise for technical issues. The darts will recommence shortly. Love that, John. Love that. How are we doing, Jordan? I'm good, mate. I'm good. Stephen Bunting he's a top bloke. Oh, schedule.
Bahrain.
What's Gabby saying?
Concludes tonight, but then we take the short trip to Riyadh for the very first time for the Saudi Arabia Darts Masters. Really looking forward to that one. There could be some 9-dart drama on the line. And then we take the trip to mainland Europe, to Copenhagen for the Nordic Darts Masters. And if you can take a break from the World Cup for just a moment, well, we have the US Darts Masters taking place in the theatre in Madison Square Garden. You really don't want to miss that one. And then we go down under. We take that long.
I'm okay. I had some bad news. My granddad passed away this morning. Very, very sorry to hear that, Jordan. Condolences to you and your family, and I hope.
Well, as I mentioned, after Bahrain,
I hope everything's okay in the long term, mate. But condolences.
Take a look at what's to come.
No. Will the match resume at 3-1? Yes, it will. They will probably have 6 or 9 practice starts when they get back, and it will return with Danny Noppert to throw. So we're just waiting for them to get us back underway. Any news, Gabby? Any news?
Still plenty more to come tonight. A quarter-final, one more, and then two semi-finals, of course. And then it concludes with the final, where we will crown a Bahrain Darts Master. But as I mentioned, the top two in the world are out of the competition.
Yeah, chat room. Let's just chat amongst ourselves then. Until we get some darts back. The power is off in Bahrain.
We've had so much fun here.
No, I didn't get any. I didn't get any, to be fair.
So far, new venue, Terminal 4 by Beyond. We've got 2,000 fans here. They're certainly warmed up, aren't they?
To be fair, 2,000 fans for Bahrain is very good. Looks good in there.
And so are the two Dutch.
Yes, the players are back. The power is back. And we are ready to rock and roll. What dates are you looking for, Scott? Because, oh my God, the calendar is rammed. It's ram diggity. Absolutely rammed. Someone's getting fired. Just January. So Saudi Arabia is this coming Monday and Tuesday. Then the following week, the Wednesday is the preliminary rounds of the Windmill World Masters. Of course, we will be streaming that on the Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the Windmill World Masters. But play is back and we are good to go. My pleasure, mate, my pleasure. Danny Noppert has a break-back opportunity here. Oh, cheeky, Rian. 114 finish. Noppert looked poised to get a break back. However, Van Veen, not on my watch. And piles in. Good game, this one. The honest answer is, Daz, I haven't spoke to Dan and the team yet to see if it's doable. I will speak to them and we will find out. If it is doable, then yes. Van Veen is bossing this. He's averaging 108. Noppert not doing a lot wrong here. Averaging 106. Playing some really good stuff. But can't get near Jan at the moment. Need to get me Van Veen picture ready. what's that? It is something. If you're looking for something very similar, if you go to the PDC website, their live score page is quite similar to this. I've got access to the platform that they use. Yeah, unbelievable game. Look, Van Veen is playing some sensational darts right now. Yeah, if you go to pdc.tv, their live score page will show you something very similar to this. The 161 is not going to go, but can Noppert take out 90 to prolong this? He can't. Van Veen to round off a stunning display. What a game. What a game. Absolutely clinical from both. Danny Noppert has averaged 106 and won a leg. That was it. Not necessarily. At the moment, it's due to be MVG and Gian van Veen, but that can change. Don't know yet. The semi-final lineup is as follows. In semi-final number 1, it will be Gerwen Price against Michael van Gerwen. And then semi-final number 2 will be Nathan Aspinall against Gian van Veen. Just doing the social post. Two seconds, everyone. Right. So do you think Doc could over? He could, 100%. I don't know what the gap is. Let's. So at the moment, MVG 691, Noppert 5. Yeah, 100%. It could happen. So you think you've got all the Pro Tours and Euro Tours, plus the Winmore World Masters and the UK Open. So yeah, without question, it could. back into the chat room. Where were we? What's... John, he's only been on the tour for 3 years. He's a different player now. At one point, Gerwen Price always used to choke against Michael van Gerwen, and look how he's turned it around. Anything in sport can be turned around. MVG or Price, oh, good game. I want to see who wins the ball first. My question is, Rob, do they both play as well again? Or does one play well, one dip? Or do they both dip? Are they double dipping? Anyone who framed Roger Rabbit? The dip. I'm liking the graphics as well. I think the graphics look good. Genuinely, yes, to a point. There are a few players that if they go to their very, very best, the others aren't in that league. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we've seen their best for a long time or anything like that, but so the World Series. I remember the last time that Michael didn't dip. The World Series final, he played very, very well. Then before that, the Euro Tour that he won, he played really well. And this is going back. I remember the first World Series event in Poland. He was incredible. But we don't see that enough. Look, his ceiling average is still right up there, John. When he gets the action right, he can still produce those ridiculously high numbers. But we don't see him get it right often enough. That's the problem. Gazzy on the stage. I've got Van Veen's theme tune running around in my head now. Here comes the green machine. So remember, first to 7 now. Jan Van Veen has one hand on tonight's trophy as far as I can... I wouldn't say that yet. But has he got a chance of winning it? 100% he has. But I wouldn't say one hand on the trophy yet. So, MVG has won the ball. Do you think most people would have had a few quid on? No. Possibly, yes. But look, that's gambling. Michael in control of leg 1 here. One 0 to MVG. What are these flights? Oh, he's changed. He's got a. They just look like standard flights, but they're obviously different colour. He's played with white ones for a long time. Interesting. Gerwen price. Not going to take out the 91, but this would be a big ask for Van Gerwen, and it's not going to go. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're already on the Red Dragon website. Let's do some investigation. Flights. Player flights. It might not be. There's price. They are on the website, but they're sold out. But yeah, you can already get them. I like them. Gerwen price could just set this up and pile some pressure on here. Not done a good job though. Might not need it. Tops. Doesn't go. So MBG 66. But this is no gimme. He might only get one. He is only going to get one at double 18. Oh, that's a big dart from Van Gerwen. 780. Much rather MVG win. The first time, I can't remember Gerwen Price using anything other than white flights. That I'm sure he has somewhere, but I can't remember it. (161) plays 164. 161 won't go, but again, has Van Gerwen suggested that this is possible so far in this game? Not really. And it's not going to. Weren't they White Iceman in blue? So yeah, but he's always thrown the white flight with the like blue ice, like snowflake, ice crystal, whatever we're calling it. 3-1 Van Gerwen. No, he's playing with I'm slightly behind, so is it? I can see him on the picture now. He's changing back. Van Gerwen is just punishing every Gerwen Price mistake at the moment. MVG, he's playing okay here. He's averaging 98.5, which is not horrific. Cool. Did he mention in the presser about changing darts recently? Who are we talking about, Willie? And he misses tops again. Van Gerwen could go within one. Is he going to go 5-1 up? He's not. He misses. Lifeline for Price. Gezi, not darts, he's gone back to a smaller point. He's gone back to the point he always used to use. So last year he switched to a longer point, but he's gone back to the one that he's always used. How big could that be? Gezi holds, and Michael will be livid that he's given him a chance. 5-1. It's a long, long way back. 4-2. He's back in this. Oh, if I forget, now it's best of 7. There's a break as well, isn't there? There's an ad break for the extra leg. Why is everyone going double 18 on 60? Things are fashionable now, I guess. That was a big leg for Gerwen Price before the break. To be fair, like now that there's interchangeable points, it's so better. Like again, like these, I really like these, but the standard point is way too short. I do like a longer point. I'm not the 50 mil. I like a 38 or a 40 mil point. I quite like. Personally. So, does that just change the destiny and the dynamic of this tie? To be fair, like these ones, I've had them kicking around for a while. I did some content with them, and they just feel nice in the hand. And it's like, look, the weight's not ideal. They're 25 grams, which is a bit heavy, but I like the barrel dimensions. So just waiting for the ads to be over. Right, just waiting for pictures to return. I played darts on and off for a very young age. I was around the torpedo shape barrel comfortable. Yeah, if it just feels nice in the hand. Right, we are back in MVG starts 180. But Gerwen Price still fighting here, needs to find something. And Gerwen leaves the champagne shot. 132 in game. Doesn't need. Will he go for it? Oh, he didn't need to. But a cheeky little pop, pop, pop from Van Gerwen. Has that 3-leg cushion once more. 180. Just starting to move through the gears here. MVG. He's got the Price throw under pressure again. Oh, the dart in the 25 was perfect for him. Absolutely perfect. 180. Looks good. Looks different, Van Gerwen. He is one away from a place in the final. And the impressive thing is, it's 2 good performances. Not blistering, but good. And when you're coming from where he's been, consistency is key. Finding that consistency once more. Oh, leaving the old 165, Michael. Talk us through it. Nine dart number. I knew Steve Beaton had one. Who else has hit him? Thomas Cromwell. Price can't pin the ball. MVG has missed 3 match darts. This is where he's still fragile. His winning moments. When you haven't won a lot of games, winning is difficult. When you're always winning, winning is easy. So far he's missed 6 match darts. 7 match darts Van Gerwen has missed. But Price can't punish. Ten match darts. But he gets more. He's missed 10. He doesn't miss 11 though. Michael van Gerwen is into the final. Just doing the social post, everyone. Right, there we go. We have absolute pub darts. Don't see many people in the pub averaging 94, but maybe where you live, John. Van Veen. I don't think Nathan plays as well this time. I think he'll play okay, but I'm not sure he plays to the same level. Yeah, as I'm not sure I see too many pub players averaging 94, but at your pub downstairs they do. There's a few that play downstairs here that do average that. Mind you, I don't think I think they're both, or certainly one of them is in Milton Keynes, Rob. I'm not sure about the other one. I know one of them is. MVG is in the final. He will play either Jan van Veen or Nathan Aspinall. Jamie Kelling's in Milton Keynes. I don't know, is Aaron? Because Aaron plays it. So the other day, Rob, at the vault here, unreal. We had Paul Hogan, Johnny Haynes, Jamie Kelling, Aaron Monk, Chaz Barstow. There was someone else as well. It was like star-studded field. How are you doing, Sarah? Good to have you in. Monk is there, cool. Yeah, I hadn't looked for him specifically. So, pictures are back. Van Veen has won the ball. Yeah, everyone loves a Stevie B9. That is for sure. So, what are we saying? Score predictions. Aspinall against Van Veen. Wait a minute, I need to move screens. It's so small. There we go. I have it tucked on the little screen. So. Aspinall is loving live. Bit of women's series. Well, you know. Aspinall on stage. I love it that one of the sponsors on the Bahrain stage is Terminal 4. Incredible scenes. Look, I've not had any... It's first to 7, Daz. Look, I've not had any sound on. Have they made any reference why the F1 car is on the stage? I'm just curious. Nope, MVG 172. Oh, Michael van Gerwen. Bahrain are investors in McLaren. Cool. Rob, thank you. I saw the video of the new Red Bull car. That looked... Don't get me wrong, I haven't got a clue if it's a good car or not, but the new Red Bull aesthetically looked very pleasing. Yeah, yes, Sarah. Yeah, look, I'm looking for the golden ball. It's also supporting the Bahrain GP on the... Cool. Is there any early indication, Rob, who's going to have decent cars and who's going to be shit this year? What events do you think Mardell does? Again, I don't know this, but if I was guessing, the Masters, the UK Open, the Players' Championship finals, and maybe the European Championships. But the European, that'd be the one that I'm not 100% sure on. Van Veen looking at 86 for an early hold. Yeah, I think so, Brad. I think he will. Durrant said on Twitter yesterday his first event was the UK Open. Cool. Yeah, again, I've not seen anything, but my guess is for the Masters they go with is it Pete presenting? Then I think they go with Mason, Mardle, Dawson and Webster for the Masters, I think. How we doing, Nico? Good to have you in, buddy. Better leg here from Aspinall. He was off it in leg one, but better here. If fans want to have a drink, then it creates to the atmosphere, but just some are dicks when they've had too much. Aspinall doesn't need to go the bullseye route. 18, yeah, sensible from Aspinall. Didn't need to do anything clever with that one. Remember, Aspinall looking to recreate the form he produced against Luke Humphries because it was sensational from the Asp. And we are level 1-all. Remember, it is a race to 7 in the semi-finals. And again, already, just from a couple of camera shots, I know who Dion's directing. I've not booked New York yet, no. Might not be going this year. Again, both strong on throw here so far. Van Veen tees up one. Because of the Football World Cup, it is so expensive. Like, it's ridiculous. Current betting on the 116 goes. Current F1 betting Mercedes. What was it? McLaren. Is that for the constructors, Rob? And I'm guessing Red Bull are a huge price because they've only got one driver, or one driver that they care about. Because England play the same time, and everywhere, including the UK, if there's a sporting event on, prices go up. Happens here in the UK, happens everywhere, that prices go through the roof. But it's astronomical. So in relation, my hotel last year for New York was about 1,200 quid, which for Manhattan is reasonable. The same dates next year are coming out of 4.5 grand. Can't justify it. Again, both players dominant on their own throw here. Price of strawberries at Wimbledon. On social media, people have said the scoreboard looks like a speed run. I like it. I'm a fan of the scoreboard. They have an unproven engine, moved away from Honda, and now in partnership with Ford. Okay, again, Rob, you know me, I'm just a casual. Had fish and chips, just forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. Schoolboy error. Katrina, what was your order though? Plus there's new reg this season in terms of... Okay, cool. I'm not sure, Brad. I was speaking to the PDC lads, and I don't think it's plan changes yet. Like I say, I'm a fan. I thought the old scoreboard was boring, too square, too many boxes. Don't like it. This different, fluid, vibrant. New York is already brutally expensive. Yeah, no, it is. To be fair, well, everyone knows New York is my favourite city in the world. And the guys, the brilliant guys at the CDC get us normally, and this is out of their hands, we get a really good deal at the New Yorker, which is literally opposite Madison Square Garden, which is perfect. Behave, you two, behave. The scoreboard or the MC go before the Masters. They can't have social media mocking. I don't think either goes, Brad. It's a good save from Van Veen. Aspinall, for the first time, was just asking questions. Nah, I disagree, Brad. I'm born and bred in England, but New York is the greatest city in the world. I genuinely would move there in a heartbeat and commute to do darts. Oh, but 100%. If I could, I would move. I would move to the Big Apple and commute. Have you ever been to any other states? Yeah. So I've been to like citywide, San Francisco, LA, Vegas, Boston, New York. I prefer the American way of life. I just prefer it. This is a tight affair. This is a good game. This is really good. No, there's plenty wrong with the UK, Brad, as well. Remember when Mac has done so... Oh... I remember the first time, the American McDonald's large is massive compared to the UK. But yeah, Willie, I say that the New Yorker right outside, well, literally just the the opposite side of the road to Madison Square Garden is just superb, because it's only a short walk up to Times Square. No, I don't think. I think England get out of the group, but I don't think they win the World Cup. I won't air my political views on here, Brad. I wouldn't say I was a fan. However, he understands the world economically. It's Scotland's name. It's already engraved on the trophy. To be fair, England, well, they'll do okay, but I just think in the end it'll be one of the South Americans or Spain that do it. So, just waiting for pictures to return from the break. Fancy Van Veen or Van Gerwen at the minute. Look, if Van Gerwen plays to the levels that he did for the majority of the price game, and these two play to this sort of levels, it will be very, very good. It'll be a good final. But, from what we've seen so far, Aspinall and Van Veen have found a higher gear when needed today. Will I take Glasner at Spurs? Not as first choice, no. There's definitely two above him on my list. Not sure one of them's realistic, but I'd take it if it could be done. Again, Van Veen absolutely out the traps here. Had a fizzy. Yeah, but I'm good. I'm down to little cans instead of 2 litre bottles. I think Pochettino chooses Manchester United. I'm not sure. I think if the two offers are on the table, I think he can't. If the offers are identical, I think he comes home. The other one that I take is Xabi Alonso, but there'll be an absolute queue for him. He's still a very good manager. Just the egos at Real Madrid were bruised by his approach. This one could have last leg decider written all over it. Van Veen is just asking a few questions here. That's a good response though from Aspinall. They're not the biggest club, and they used to be. And look, don't get me wrong, Manchester United are still a bigger club than Spurs, Brad. I can fully admit I'm not one that is too proud to admit that. Look, are Manchester United still the biggest club in England? Yes, they are. But there is deep-rooted issues there, and Pochettino has a connection with Spurs. There is a connection there. At the moment, I'm not even sure Pep or Klopp could sort United out. Van Veen misses the ball for a 5-3 lead. Aspinall tops for 4-all. Again, silly numbers here. Both averaging around the 104 mark. This is a massive dart, and Aspinall's blinked for the first time. His doubling has gone astray in vital moments. Can Van Veen punish? He can. Jan Van Veen is edging closer to the final. I don't know. Liverpool would be his first choice, obviously, because again, there's a connection there. I think he'd take the City job as well, because when he was at Leverkusen, his clause in his contract was he was allowed to speak to any of his previous clubs that he's played for and Manchester City. So obviously there's something there. No, I disagree. For me, I think for me, Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world. Personally, Madrid are huge. The mystique around Madrid is like nothing else. So for me, Real Madrid are the biggest club in the world. To be fair, Johnny, Van Veen said that if they play together, Michael would still be captain. On paper, Van Veen would be favourite, and rightfully so. But in a final, I can't back against Michael. But I think Van Veen probably wins, but I wouldn't back against MVG. Yeah, I'd go with that, Rob. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. Personally, not my I don't know if he got told to stop doing it, because after a while he just stopped when he done it all the time, and then he didn't do it anymore. I don't know if he got told. That's not. He did. I'm saying I don't know if he did or not. Aspinall can't keep this one alive. So Van Veen to win it. Aspinall has had chances. To win it. And Van Veen misses match darts. This one not done just yet. Still a long way back from Nathan Aspinall. Can Aspinall force this one? Did Aspinall... I watched that many darts, it all blurs into one. Did Aspinall produce a brilliant comeback against Van Veen on the Euro Tour in one of the finals? Or am I making that up? Needs another treble here. Big fish. When was the last time I had a proper jacket spud? What's the day today? Friday, Tuesday. In the oven, tin foil, salt, all wrapped up so they go crispy. Ooh. Oh, too accurate, Nathan, too accurate. There we go. Let me do the social post. Making my, yeah. Nice. Just doing the social post. Right. 7-4. Right. There's that. Should we get a poll up? As always, let's get the... Right, there we go. The poll is up. Now let me do the old Twitter post. Right, there's that. Right, where were we? Chat room. I'd be interested if I'm taking you affairs. Nothing wrong with that. There will be a new challenge tour champion. Cool. According to my dad, my first one. What's my exact dart setup? Right, so I haven't got any. I flit around all the time, and I tried these out yesterday, and I quite liked them. That they are the Red Dragon Grizzly darts as part of the 50-year anniversary. Now, I like the barrel shape, but the weight isn't quite right. But I'm going to have a look for something that kind of barrel shape. I do like either a 38mm or a 40mm point, with normally intermediate stem and just a standard flight is my go-to. With the dart barrel, I've been tinkering with. I need to find... There we go. Yeah, make sure if you haven't yet, drop us a like and subscribe, everyone. What's my favourite flights? The OD signature flights. I'm just not... There's a couple of reasons, Brad. For me, one, the all-in-one flight sits flatter because it's a heavier back end. They sit flatter for me. I prefer them up to attention. And the other one, too many deflections and too many darts on the floor because of the moulded flight and stem. But that's just, I might say, personal choice. Let me go and... Winmore kindly sent me some nice ones, which we're gonna do some stuff with. So, whilst we've got a bit of time, let's show you some of these. So, let's do the Winmore range first. So we've got the Linares ones, which are nice. These come with the switch point. Again, aesthetically, these look very, very nice. and they come with the switch point. So we will do something with them. Good question. I don't know. I don't know how many of them were made. Are they going to be rare enough? Don't know, they look great. Then we've got the Fornax ones as well. Again, these come with the switch point. Again, not my kind of dart. The way the nose tapers in, but again, visually look amazing. And then we've got the Inox dart, which again, these are very grippy. The grip here is ultra aggressive. Again, with the switch point, they look nice. So they're the new Winmore range with the switch point in, and now we've got some new Red Dragon ones. These aren't interchangeable points yet, but we've got the Recon dart. Again, aesthetically, these look amazing. I love the look of these. They look so nice. Yeah, the Recons are nice. Then we've got the Ascends. Then, again, a lovely looking dart. And then the AMPs. Again, these look really, really nice. Again, not my style with the taper on, but they look visually lovely. Brad, I don't know. Look, my guess is that they will bring their own version. That Red Dragon will bring their own version out, I would guess. Phil's no comment means they're. Sorry, I was. Are those all free? Yeah, look, we've got to make some content with them for Winmore Red Dragon, which we will do. Now the board is back up. What do you reckon I scored, everyone? Sat here. $26.45. Actually, 100. Not far off. 127 in game. I actually scored 98 points. And to prove it, I'm friends with Rob. So bear in mind, I've not moved from here, so people can't say he's gone and taken them out. Just send it to you, Rob, so you can see. No confidence in your seated throw. Yeah, nice little 98. And they stand up to attention well. I'm not having it in the board. Am I going insane? Has anyone else heard the phrase street fire in this tournament? No, because I've not had the commentary on, so oh, right, so Brad, I'm lucky enough that I've got a set of Phil's match darts. How he ever controlled them, I've got no idea. Because they go through the air so quick, it's unreal. No, treble 20, 18, single 20. It's a legal throw, it doesn't count. Yeah, no score. But yeah, now we've got everything back up, which is good. No, from my chair, I just sat here and was like, pop. Who do you think could tinker some more equipment, Phil or Peter? Mateta open to leaving? Oh Christ, it's like a mass exodus. But they've gone to the break, so we will be ready to rock and roll. Yeah, oh, Brad, 100%. Look, I say the darts that I've got off Phil were when he lost. I can't remember who he played now, but it was at York at the seniors event, and those little flights are the smallest I've ever seen, and that literally how he controlled them is mental. Yeah, the Rossos, he was unreal. Right, we are back. Pictures are back. Time for the final. You guys have got Van Gerwen, a slight favourite, you think? So, eyes down and away we go. I like Josh's darts. So, the poll is 52-48 in favour of MVG. Interesting. I didn't think that. I thought that you guys would go with Gian, if I'm being honest. Van Veen has won the ball. Yeah, Michael's going to have to produce something special here. I think he's really going to have to pull something out. Quick question from... Oh, I'm old school. Hot water bowl. Right, we are underway. Van Veen has made a good start here. Van Gerwen needs to be quick out the blocks, cannot be trying to chase down. Van Veen has just given Van Gerwen a look here. He's going to get a dart at the ball. It's vintage Van Gerwen. He picks Van Veen's pocket. But again, Van Gerwen, the scoring, he opens the door straight away for Van Veen. 130 was good. Yeah, he has lost a massive amount of weight. And he 180 sets up a potential 2-0 lead. It is 2-0. I feel like fudging. He's back. Look, this could be an unbelievable start to the year. 180. Van Gerwen is going through the gears. Question for you, Phil. If you could had the chance to interview a dart player from the past you never got to, who would it be? Right, so I met Eric and I've spoken to Eric, but I never got the chance to do a proper interview with him. But I've spoken to him. This is an easy one for me. It's Jockey. Van Gerwen averaging 106.92, a potential 3-0 lead. It's still on. Happy accident, treble 20, leaves double 19. Oh, it's vintage. It's brutal from Van Gerwen. Evening, James. Evening, Brock. Yeah, look, this could be huge. This is stunning from MVG here right now. That's why you say never back against him. What should we feel? Who was the darts referee that scored? I pass. MVG is using the switch points. Yes, Brad, he used them at the World Championships as well. Phil, if you could give your younger self some advice, what would it be? Don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks and just do what you want. There's a phrase, I heard Gordon Ramsay say it and I love it, is don't be scared of a storm, learn to dance in the rain. Yeah, just don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, says to you. Eric was great. Yeah, I'd say, John, I'd met Eric a few times and I'd spoken to him and so on, so I knew what he was like. Oh, it's a steal from Van Veen. He's given MVG some of his own medicine. How big could that be? They will do, Brad. Yeah, it's again. It was a bit like when Target first brought out the switch point. Not everything had it. You had to build up stock of the points, stock of the darts and so on. Van Veen's back in this one. So how big could those 3 misses from MVG be? 180. Van Gerwen needs this leg. Cannot go in at the break 3-all. That would be a disaster. I think he'd like Litler. I think he'd like him. I'd say every dart from now on should be threaded points. Yeah, it will get that way, Rob. I'd say you've got to build up stock, and the way they're made and engineered is different. So it was, again, like when Target first bought theirs out, it was only a smaller amount of points and darts, and in the end, yeah, it just becomes that's a massive leg for Van Gerwen. Massive leg. This is vintage MVG. Again, Vincent and him have both said the things he's been doing in practice, he's getting there. We hadn't seen it on TV. Are we now starting to see it? The fact that he practiced in after the Worlds is a thing as well. That I know he plays it down, but in the massive year is ahead, maybe, just maybe, for the first time since 2020-2021, MVG has got his head back right. He's averaging 109 right now. Yeah, look, this is good, and there are certainly signs. What do you think of the? I don't mind it. Just that if you notice, there's a little pause at the back of Gary's backswing now as well. Agreed, John, that he did let it slip in the European Championships, so he has to get it done here. I agree. Look, I don't dislike the $1 million for the winner. I've got no issue with that, but $1 million on the rankings is different. It doesn't work. So look, there's talk of it changing. I don't know how long it would take to implement a change, because you can't just go done. There has to be some crossover and so on. So I'm not sure how long a change would take to implement. Yeah, it was obviously in Dutch. Right, we are back underway. I hope he gets it done. But when you aren't used to winning big games, and let's be fair, Michael has not won many big games recently. When you're not used to winning them, you never know. You never know if you're going to get over the line. Could do with no treble, just gives Van Veen a hope. Remember, this is on the Van Veen darts. Or tops, this would be brutal. Misses a dart at tops for the 160. Van Gerwen, 83. Only going to be one dart. Brutal. That is fabulous from Van Gerwen. This is vintage. And I'm not talking about the finishing or anything like this. Van Gerwen at his best, he was brutal at punishing you with those combination finishes. Anywhere, the 70s to 130s, they were the ones that he was so good at. Look at him. He knows that's big. I like this. Angry Van Gerwen is back. What was the question? What was the question, Katrina? Sorry, I'm multitasking. I don't know, Brad, to be fair. I've not listened to the interview or anything like that. Sorry, just going back through. This is massive. 6-2. If this goes. 6-2. Van Gerwen. Van Veen just needs to stop the run of legs here from MVG. Remember, this would only be a hold of throw. Van Veen has a little bit of breathing room here. Oh my, this would just about kill him off. Here, fishy, fishy? No. So Van Veen will get 3 at tops. Only needs the 1. That's a good response from Van Veen. But that's not a great start, Michael. That opens the door. But we've seen Gian Van Veen produce marvellous spells of legs. $180. What does the final go to? First to 8. Van Gerwen needs a couple of trebles. Doesn't get to a finish, but only a maximum hurts. 180. 1-2-1 is manageable for Van Veen. And MVG's setup is not good here. Not a good setup. Break opportunity for Van Veen. He's going to get a look here. This is what we said. Winning is difficult. Van Veen is getting closer. 6-4 now. No treble. Van Gerwen needs to punish. Needs a treble. Doesn't find one. This is what I was talking about. That when you haven't won big games, they are difficult to win. First to 8, Scott. Still advantage Van Veen in this leg because he has the throw. Big last start. Van Gerwen, 140 or better is needed here. He's just lost the range on the treble, this leg. That's a disaster for Van Gerwen. Absolute disaster. Van Veen is smelling blood here. This leg is huge. And this is just what I mean. Look, before, Michael wouldn't be thinking about it because he's just winning all the time. Now he's getting closer. He's starting to think about it. This is the danger. It's an incredible setup. But Van Veen is still going to get a look at 88 to get within 1. He's within 1. The 171 was irrelevant. This is huge. If Van Veen wins this leg, he goes on and wins it. This is huge for Van Gerwen. Mistake. For me, Van Veen is now favourite. Big visit from Van Gerwen. But Van Veen can't miss at the moment. He's having his purple spatch. 180. He's taken the darts here. There is nothing MVG can do about it. One, 2-1 for Van Veen to break and level. Treble 17 ball, it's not going to go. This 103 is massive. It is huge. It is crunch time for Van Gerwen. Treble 17, double 16. Wowzers, that is massive. That is absolutely huge. My pictures haven't caught up yet, but I'm pretty sure we will get one hell of a celebration when this goes. What a shot. That is huge from MVG. Absolutely massive. Vintage. Van Veen has to win 3 on the spin. Yeah, we did get a celebration from him. Needs a treble. Can't find one. The door is ajar here. Van Veen has to be good with his counting here. $180. Van Gerwen, can he set up 217? He can. 82 plays 83. Van Veen pins the ball. Double 16. Very good, very classy from Jan Van Veen. He's back within 1. Over to you, Michael. You have the darts here to win it. And he's started catastrophically. The treble gets him out of jail just. As you were. Both 1 big treble each. Big from Van Gerwen, 2 treble visit. Remember, Van Veen, it's back against the wall, but he responds with his own 2 treble visit. They are both producing here. That one's a mistake. The door's open here for Van Veen. 2 trebles gets him to a finish. Good counting from Van Veen. Here, fishy, fishy. Van Gerwen, how low can you leave this? Outstanding. 66, but will he get an opportunity? The big fish will not go. Michael Van Gerwen will get title-winning darts. 2 of them. Massive moment, and he's done it. First dart in hand. Michael Van Gerwen is a winner once more. That is absolutely outstanding from MVG. the pictures catch up. But that is simply stunning. From Michael van Gerwen. Right, everyone, I am going to hop straight off because we're going to do some press with Michael. You guys have all been absolutely outstanding. The next time you will see me, it will be from Saudi Arabia. We have you covered here at Online Darts. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you all very, very soon.